I want to start today on covering something that I spent a little time over the weekend brushing up on both nationally and in our state, and that's a fraud warning. Unfortunately, there are some people out there who have tried to take advantage of others during this crisis. Well, we have seen most people rise to the occasion, and we've seen their better angels emerge, helping friends, neighbors, serving the people in need across the board. There are some who want to take advantage of us, and it's important that you know what's going on and what you can do about it. I know that some people are being aggressively solicited with offers of fake cures, fake work-at-home offers, messages asking for personal financial information. TransUnion, which is a credit bureau, runs a weekly survey that showed that 29% of consumers, pretty alarming number, 29% of consumers say they have been targets of digital fraud related to COVID-19. In perhaps one of the most widespread scams that's going on nationally, criminals are filing fake unemployment claims on behalf of real people who haven't lost their jobs. Those who haven't lost their jobs, hitting one state after another. The most alarming statistic I saw was the state of Washington, where they had flagged 190,000 claims totaling $650 million of fraudulent attempts to get access to unemployment insurance finances that are not theirs and that they're not entitled to, just pure fraud. I checked with the Ohio Department of Family Services, and recently they started to see this as well. They have at least 3,000 cases in Ohio where people have attempted to do this in our state, but they're on the job. Part of the checks and balances that they have there is to make sure that they're not paying out fraudulent claims. And so ODJFS is working to secure your tax dollars and benefits that are due to you and not to fraudsters. The reverse is also happening, unfortunately, that official-looking notices are going out claiming to be from the government that say you've been overpaid, either a stimulus check or an unemployment benefit, and you need to return the money immediately. And they're asking for personal information in an attempt to defraud you. Ohioans, if you have any of these things that you are aware of and you receive information, or if there's a fake unemployment claim that's filed on your behalf, make sure that you check it out, that you talk to someone, that you, if it's an unemployment claim, that you call ODJFS to alert them to this. It's just common sense advice, I guess, is what we have for you. Just know this is out there. Be skeptical, be suspicious if it's an unsolicited call or text. If you think something is suspicious, consult with a family member or friend before taking action. A few places that you can find resources that could be helpful to you in this are at coronavirus.ohio.gov, and go into the search engine and type in checklists, and that will take you to a series of information that you can use to help avoid scams. Another consumer protection resource is at the Department of Commerce website, com.ohio.gov/consumer protection. And if you think you might have been a victim of fraud, or you think someone is attempting to commit fraud against you, I know our attorney David Yost will want to know about that and is there to help at ohioprotects.org. Also, insurance-related fraud claims can be tracked down through the Ohio Department of Insurance. So if any of these things sound familiar to you, you have questions about them, just be aware about this, that these kinds of scams are out there, and it's unfortunate that people would try to take advantage during a difficult time like this, but we know they're out there, and be cautious and use these tools to help sort through it.